Welcome back. Today is April the 19th. It's Friday and it's also my 47th birthday. So I'm going to share 5 things I've learned over the past year. Now, last year I did a vlog on my birthday where I shared 5 things I learned over the course of the first 46 years of my life. So this is kind of along those themes. So we'll go ahead and get started. Thing number 1 that I have learned a great deal about humility. It has been very humbling for me the last several months. I went from being a caregiver to having to receive the care. I went from being very independent to becoming very dependent. I could do very little on my own. I couldn't take a shower by myself. I couldn't hardly fix anything to eat by myself. I couldn't get up and let the dog out by myself. I couldn't do laundry. I couldn't clean. I couldn't cook. I really was a vegetable, and it was very humbling for me to have to accept help. I'm a prideful person in that way, I guess. It's been humbling to accept, meals from people. We had people bringing us meals for the first 3 months that I got out of the hospital, 2 and 3 times a week. They would bring us meals, or they'd give us gift cards, or they would have us order takeout and pay for it and bring it to us. It was very humbling to have that, and I so appreciated it. It relieved a lot of stress on us to have Keith come home and try to cook, and I couldn't do it as much as I wanted to. I wasn't able to. That was very humbling. It was very humbling to have to arrange rides for me to go to doctors. There were times that I was going to doctors or dialysis or chemo 3 and 4 times a week. And, it's a lot to juggle and to maintain. Keith would take me to dialysis, but twice a week I needed somebody to bring me home. So I had friends who were willing to do that. I had friends willing to take me to doctor's appointments. I go to a lot of doctor's appointments. I have chemo once every 3 weeks. I had people taking me to that. Very, very humbling to have to reach out and ask for help. I had people who had sent us money via my GoFundMe or just personal checks or to our PayPal to help with our medical expenses. I owe a great deal of money. It's enough to buy a house. It's my medical debt right now, and it's only going up. Even that's after insurance pays for everything, and we have good insurance. So I'm very, very thankful and very humbled by people helping me. And I know I've talked about this many times, but losing my hair has been very teaching me a lot of humility. I've always had long, beautiful hair, thick hair, and now I have extremely thin hair. I had to cut it off, and it's very humbling for me to have to look in the mirror every day and see this. But I remind myself every day I'd rather be bald than dead. So, number 2, I have learned a great deal about friendship. I've always said that I will never be financially rich, but I am a millionaire in friendship. I've had people step up, friends who come visit, friends who would send cards or phone calls, text messages on Instagram, messages on Facebook. It's very, very nice knowing that I'm not alone and that I have people who care about me. I've had girlfriends offer to come clean my house, which I did not take them up on that. As much as I wanted to, I could not bring myself to humble myself to that. See, I didn't learn that lesson in humility. But I've been able to clean my own house. It took me a month to deep clean it, but I got it all cleaned, and now I'm proud of it. And now I'm not embarrassed for anyone to come over. But even when I was real sick, I just didn't care. But so that's been good. Friends are good. I'm so thankful. And I want to give a special shout out to my friend Pam, who's also my next door neighbor. And also my bestie for the Rusty, Danae. Everyone loves Danae. You guys all know her. I'm so thankful for that and having those people in my life. Number 3, I have learned a great deal about being strong. I have learned to really learn to be strong. Do I have a good day every day? Absolutely not. Are there days that I feel like I want to quit? Of course. I've only had one time where I had a really woe is me moment, But other than that, I've had days where I've wondered if it was worth the fight when I was just so exhausted physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. But I plugged along. I've always known I've been strong, but I didn't realize how strong I was. I had a very unconventional childhood. I'm not going to go into any great detail in this vlog, but I was abused as a child and in and out of foster care until I was adopted. And I was adopted at the age of 14, which is almost unheard of. So I definitely knew how to be strong, but this is a different kind of strong, something that I've never had to face before. Number 4, I have learned to have an attitude of gratitude. I am grateful for every single day. I am grateful for every little thing. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my husband, who has stepped up to the plate and just really, really taken on a lot. I'm thankful for my children, my son Harker and my daughter Paige. I'm thankful for my little doggie. I'm thankful for just every day that I'm given. It's very humbling to have to face your own mortality. And I could have rolled over and said, oh, woe is me, and given up. But you know what? Like my hashtag says, I'm hashtag Betty Badass. I'm not going to go down without a fight. Number 5, I have learned not to take anything for granted. Nothing. The little things. I mean, the first time I got to drive myself was amazing. You know, something simple as going to the doctor and not having to rely on somebody is awesome. I am grateful for, just being able to cook again. I love to cook. I actually baked a coffee cake the other day. That's the first time I baked in about 6 months. It felt really good to be able to do that. I was very grateful for that. It's just little things. I'm grateful that I can do something with my hair. I may not have very much, but I can still do something with it. And you know what? If I lose it all, which I probably won't, but another story another day, I have a wig. I'm grateful that I have a wig. I'm grateful for hats. I have hats that friends have given me. I'm just grateful for everything. I am grateful for opening my eyes every morning. I'm grateful for sleep. When I get 2 hours, or if I get 6 or 7 hours, I'm grateful for that. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful that God saw fit to keep me alive. I'm truly a walking miracle. And I'm going to close this out with 5 miracles that God has performed in my life. First miracle is that I was diagnosed in 4 days. This disease is very rare. It's very hard to diagnose, and generally takes 4 to 6 months for a doctor to be able to diagnose. I was diagnosed in 4 days. I went off of kidney dialysis just short of 90 days. My kidneys healed on their own. That is a miracle. No one expected that to happen. I was getting ready to be put on the transplant list. My creatinine levels in the hospital started around 9 and went up to 10. I nearly died because my kidneys were shutting down. And my creatinine levels are now at 1.6, 1.8, which is a little bit high. Normal is 1.1, but I've never been quite normal, so we're all good. But I am so thankful that I was able to get off dialysis. Number 3, I am sharing the miracle that I am in remission. It generally takes a year to 2 to go into remission. I went into remission in 4 months. I am so very thankful for that. I will take every day that I get. If I'm given 3 months of remission before it relapses, great. If I'm given 20 years, wonderful. I'm just grateful for that. 4th miracle, I was approved for Social Security disability insurance. I don't look sick, I realize that, but I am very sick. I will be on chemotherapy the rest of my life and prednisone the rest of my life. And I cannot work. I'm very weak, I tire easily. And I'm so thankful that I'm getting Social Security that I have paid in I've worked for 30 years. So I'm very thankful that I qualified. 90% of people are denied the first round. So that's something that I consider a miracle. And the 5th thing that is a miracle is the fact that I am alive to see my 47th birthday. Nobody thought I'd live. The doctors thought I would die in the hospital. I thought I was going to die in the hospital. My husband thought I was going to die in the hospital. My friends thought I was going to die in the hospital. But God is not through with me. I don't know what He's got planned, but I'm willing to do whatever He wants because He spared me and allowed me more time with my family and my friends. So I think that's about it. I look forward to sharing something in a year from now on my 48th birthday, God willing. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, not every day is good, but there's always something good in every day. And I will see you next time.